Good morning, good morning. It's Friday, which is absolutely grand. First week of work done. It's been a good week actually. It's been fucking cold, I'll tell you that. It's only just cold this morning though. Just a tropical 2 degrees today. So that's nice. So I'm just going to pick up from where I was off yesterday. So I was talking about my transition period and my rock bottom moments and all that sort of stuff. And then I don't know if I talked about how I got myself out. I think I talked about using self-help books and all the usual suspects, you know, all that crack, you know, The Secret and all that sort of stuff, as an initial plea, desperation, jump starts, whatever you want to call it, just to get me going. Because I knew nothing, you know. I was stupid, young, stupid, egotistical wanker, to be fair. So, but I've been on a right journey since I've hit 30. I'm now 38, so 8 years in the making. In that time of as I said, I've went and got my degree, I've got Royal Chartership, I'm doing well at work, I'm settled now, I don't drink or do anything. You know what, every now and again I'll have a beer, but nothing heavy, you know what I mean, like 1 or 2 at the most. I just don't like hangovers. So I keep myself fit. I'm halfway, well, I'm 3/4 of the way through my jiu-jitsu blue belt. So I'm looking hopefully to get my purple belt soon. What else? I've had a child. I've got another one on the way. Yeah, I'm an official man. I am a man, but I still feel young and immature, and it's weird, you know. You see the people when you grow up and you think they've got it all sussed, and I don't think I'll ever have it sussed. I don't think anyone ever has it sussed, to be fair. I think there's always ebbs and flows. What I call it in my life is my peaks and my troughs. Because in my peaks, I'm literally on fire, and I mean, like, I can do anything. I think I can conquer the world, you know. I'm like, oh, this is going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. You know, I set my goals. And then I have my troughs where I get up late, I eat rubbish. You know what I mean? Just, it happens, man. It's just life. It's just life. You can't permanently be on positive, because there'd be no such thing as positive, would there, if there was no such thing as if there wasn't such thing as negative. So I take it. Don't get me wrong. My peaks and troughs get shorter now because I've got tips and tricks to help get me out of it. But you know what? I embrace the troughs as well. It's my way of my body just saying, you need a break. Just relax and appreciate the stuff that you've got. You know what I mean? And reflect on the things that matter the most. So this morning again, I was up, I was doing my stuff, and I'm gonna talk more about what I do on a daily basis. I've done this before with the mask off, and I've deleted all that now because I've tried to get rid of all my stuff online, because I like to be anonymous. I think it gives you the freedom to say what you want, and you know what I mean. So that's what I'm trying to go for. And obviously, you know, I mean, before I was doing it, and I work in a professional field as well. So I just didn't want like my colleagues to like judge me, or you know what I mean. I know I shouldn't care, but you do, don't you? It's as simple as that. So yeah, I'm going to start talking about my daily routines, and like, well, let's start talking about it now. I want these to be 15 minutes long so I can put them on Instagram. So I am trying to make them shorter as well, so I don't bore you to death. But just this morning anyway, I was doing my morning routine, and then my daughter woke up again, half hour early. And again, I just loved it. I put my stuff down, I picked her up, and I just held her. And I just held her in my arms, and I thought, there's going to be a day when she does not want me to hold her in my arms. You know what I mean? So I may as well embrace it now, because it will happen. I can't, you know, when she was getting in bed with me and the missus, I said to Joe, well, at the end of the day, you know, she ain't going to be like 18, 20, 30 and go, can I get in bed with you? You know what I mean? So enjoy it while we can, because it ain't going to last forever. Even if it lasts another couple of years, it is what it is. But she don't do it, to be fair, in all fairness. So it's all good. She's just sleeping around bed. She's really good. I've been blessed with her. She's amazing. She's a ray of light. She really is. And I think having her so late, because me and the missus, we never wanted kids. We was always footloose, fancy free. You know, we was mad party animals back in the day. We went travelling the world. You know what I mean? We've moved around. We do all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? We want to live off grid and all that. And we just want to be free, basically. So we wanted to do that, and then, you know, a couple of years ago, obviously, we says, shall we just go for it, like, and we did. And I think because we left it so late, and we're a bit more mature, and we've got all the partying out of our system, and we've got a different mindset now. It's way better for the kids, man. You know what I mean? It's like, I could never have hacked having a kid when I was in my heyday. No chance. It wouldn't have been fair. So we said we wasn't going to have them, but, you know, now we have, and it's all good. Now we're having a second one. All good, apart from this coronavirus shit stopping me from going to the scan with my missus the other day. But it is what it is, eh? At least I got the photo. But I like to be involved with that kind of stuff. Yeah, so anyway, so let's quickly touch on what I do in the morning then. So I've listened to so many like self-help books, and I've took not just self-help books, like leadership books, and because in my role of work I have to be quite switched on, and I have got a leadership role, you know what I mean? So I do try and better myself in every field, whether it be work, relationships, everything, my health. So I've done loads of research over the years, and I've come up with my own little routine that I do every day. And so just in brief then, so I get up at 5 o'clock every day, Saturdays and Sundays as well, and and the first thing I do, I meditate for 10 minutes, and I've got an app on my phone, and it's like a binaural brainwave thing, and I just put that on. It's woo-woo. I don't know if it works or not, but it definitely helps for me to focus on meditation, because I've been meditating for a number of years now, and it's really hard to get into. But I always find that it's the first thing in the morning, just for 10 minutes. I've done longer, but I just don't find the benefits of doing it for longer, because it's, you know, I've got things that I need to get done in the morning. That's the trouble I've got. So I have a limited amount of time before I have to fuck off to work. So 10 minutes in the morning, meditation, and then I get my journal out, and I do a 10-minute journal. And what I basically do in this journal, I write 5 things that I'm grateful for down. I've done this for years now, the gratitude thing, and it's a massive one. And it's just things like, I'll just write a sentence. I write 5 sentences. They vary from day to day, but they're basically on the premise of, I'm so grateful for my health, my healthy mind, body and soul, because it's the perfect vehicle to experience life in. And that's it, you know what I mean? So it's what I'm grateful for and why. And another one will be, I'm so grateful for the special relationships I've got with Joe and my daughter, because we love each other unconditionally. And it's little things like that, and I believe you know, you feel it. You don't just say it, you don't just think it, you don't just write it down arbitrarily. You feel these things, and they do help. So I write 5 things I'm grateful for and why. It can vary from day to day, whether it's like the way my music business is going, the way my jiu-jitsu training's going, the way things are going at work, things I want, you know, things I try and visualise things that I want and what I'm grateful for, and try and manifest into my life. I know it sounds woo-woo, but it's just what I do, so tough. So I do that, 5 things like that, and then I write down long-term goals, mid-term goals, short-term goals, every day, just so I remind myself. So my long-term goals are more like life philosophy, like, but not philosophies, like things that I don't think I'll ever be able to achieve, basically. But just things like my first one is I want to live to a happy and healthy 100 years old. So I think if I've got that in my mind, if I live to 80, you know what I mean, that's good. If I say I want to live to 100, it's giving me a focus on trying to stay healthy so I can live. But it's not just to live to 100, it's to live to a happy and healthy. So I don't just want to be like a bloody cabbage in a fucking, you know, like with a tube out my mouth and not being able to do nothing 100. I want to be active. I want to be like Helio Gracie was. He was still like teaching jiu-jitsu at that age, you know. He was active. And I believe if you stop using what you've got, you'll lose it. It's as simple as that. Everything atrophies. You got to just keep on moving and keep yourself active. It's a reversal. Donald Trump thinks that you run out of fucking energy, doesn't he? He thinks you're like a battery. And I can understand his logic, but I just don't believe that. I think energy's life. So the second one is like I want to be producing and performing music all my life. Third one is I want to be training and teaching jiu-jitsu all my life. Another one is I want to be living off-grid. And another one is I want to be an amazing role model for my family. They're like 5 broad stroke things that I want to aim for. That gives me guidance on what my mid-term and my short-term goals will be. Now my mid-term goals are like what's happening in the next 5-10 years. Black belt in jiu-jitsu, run a successful music business, become debt-free. You know, I can't remember them all right off the top of my head now, but you know, I write them down every day. And the short-term goals, the little steps I'm going to do in this year, how I'm going to hit them mid-term goals. And I always reassess and I reevaluate. So I do that, and then I write down I've got 13 philosophies that I work to, and these are based off like books I've read and things I've really took to heart. Like first one is live a healthy lifestyle, broad strokes. Number 2 is be kind and compassionate. Number 3 is be calm and focused. 4 is be passionate and enthusiastic. 5 is work towards your goals each day. 6 is be a great leader and listen. 7 is being flexible, and that's like in body and mind. 8 is be flexible, lighten up, don't take things too seriously, lighten up for God's sake. 9 is observe and manage my mind. Now that comes from a book called The Chimp Paradox, where you've got this monkey brain that's telling you you're no good and all that. It's all about stepping back and talking to yourself and observing and managing your mind. Observe and manage your mind. Think before you act and speak. That's a big one. Step back, look at your situation. I got that from Jocko Willink, but I look at it as think before you act and speak, because sometimes you just blurt stuff out before thinking about it. You'll send an email without thinking about it, you know what I mean? You got to think about action and consequence. Think before you act and speak. Live minimally is another one. I got that from the minimalists, just trying to not be so wrapped up in the material side of life. I like my stuff, don't get me wrong, but I like to try and keep it minimal and get rid of stuff. Take extreme ownership. That's obviously a Jocko Willink thing, and that's all about taking everything is down to you. No excuses. You know what I mean? Like I work in construction, and we can blame the weather and all that, but there's things that you can do to get around it. You can always have a plan B. It's always down to you. It's everything's, you know, if something's happened, it's my fault. I can fix it, and it's just a great way of thinking. I'm coming up to 15 minutes now, so I am going to cut it there. But that's what I do in the morning. Then I'll finish it off by saying I am going to work towards these goals every day consistently and be a better human today than I was yesterday. Sign it, done. So I do that in the morning, and then after I've done that, I do a bit of yoga, just 10 minutes stretching, moving, getting the body going, and then I'll go back in and I do a bit of like reading, or I watch a tutorial on something that I'm trying to achieve. So I'm always trying to learn, and then by that time I'm fucking going to work. So that's it, I'm done. I'm leaving it at that because I've got 5 seconds left. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Love you loads.